intro, basic intro.
What up, dudes and gals and everyone in between? How are y'all doing? My name is Gabe, and I'm here with Carlos. Introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up? This is Carlos here. Glad to be here.
And Rudy as well. How are you doing?
Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Rudy. Get ready for the ride.
Right?
Oh man, I love you guys. So this is our freaking show called Garage Talk, and we're pretty much here to tell you guys, spill the beans on what's going on, all the hot topics. We're gonna give you our freaking opinion, all this and that. Anything you want to add on that, Carlos?
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of people have been asking me what the show is going to be about. I know that that's one of the main things that most people have brought up. So as far as what the show is going to be about, we just really want to distill information and give our take on it, as well as introduce interviews. A lot of people like interviews. Anything hot topics.
We're gonna bring some wild people in here.
Yeah, we want to have. We just don't want to put a limitation on the show. We just want to stay as open as possible, just to reach everyone by touching on everything. So I mean, honestly, that's really what it's going to be. As far as where we're going to be uploading everything, I think we're going to just be mainly audio on SoundCloud and video on YouTube. So that's all set up right now.
Yes, sir. That is correct. Basically, what we want this show to be is we just want to have a way to reach out to you people, all you beautiful people out there, and if you're a fan, if you dig it, we'll give you more and more. Listen or don't. We won't force you to do anything, but we would appreciate it if you listen. Do you have anything to add to that, Rudy?
Yeah, especially for the fans or whoever's, subscribing or however you watch us. Just even if you have any suggestions, if you have anything to talk about or something that maybe just catches your attention that you want to see what's going on in that area. You from top to bottom, you just call it out there and we'll do the best we can to either bring that subject on live or even just hit the streets and just go to whatever you have suggested for us.
We'll do it in a classic news style where we have the little microphone in hand.
That'd be cool.
We have a camera crew. We run up and we're like, saying we're like, "Hello, sir. Can we get your opinion?" Or whatever.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
And that's the best thing about us. It's once you start paying attention to us, you're gonna see that we're like no other, and that's what we're gonna stick to. So don't get used to a certain routine from us, because week by week you won't even know what's coming.
This isn't a podcast. This is an experience, isn't it, right, Rudy?
Yes, sir. It's an experience.
Yeah.
You can call it a podcast if you want, but
you can't put a label on what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah. As far as when we'll be uploading, it's pretty much just gonna be every 2 weeks. I guess we've decided on, just to start out at least. So that leaves us good time in between to edit, do everything else like that, and just really put something together that's pretty much of good value and good production.
Yeah, we care about you guys. We want quality over quantity, man. We want to give you guys the best. We want to be the best.
the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Best.
So, I mean, we plan to record Mondays, but as far as uploading, I mean, I think Friday we've all agreed upon. Friday is a good day.
And I think going back to what Rudy said about hitting us up or whatever, we have an email. What is that email?
So the email is going to be Garage.Talk. So it's going to be Garage.Talk 714@gmail.com.
Yeah, so please, if you have anything that you want us to discuss, no matter how weird or wild or freaky it is, brother, we'll give it a chance, homie.
We'll give you our best. That's one thing about us too. We're not gonna do nothing but give you excellence.
Yeah,
and the best we could do. And Garage Talk, even though that's the name, it's not just about cars.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a variety of things. But guess where we're at? We're in a garage.
Yeah.
And guess what we do? We talk.
We talk.
Yeah. So that's where it came from. Just in case you're wondering if it's talking about cars or mechanics or whatever, which we might. Who knows? Next week, who knows what's going on? But just to let you know, there's a variety of things we'll speak about.
Mm-hmm. I know that's one thing that a lot of people were bringing up as well. They're like, Garage Talk, is that going to be about cars and all that? Because they know me and Jonathan and a bunch of other people that are just about cars, and that's all they do, car me, and then everything that we like is about that. But yeah, I think it's just so much more than that. And I feel like personally a big reason, and you brought this up to me, is the reason Garage Talk is so that when we move out, and of course we'll get to the vision, of course, of what we want to turn this into. But like when we're not here in this garage anymore,
Right.
and like we're kicking back and we're still recording a podcast, and we're like, man, Garage Talk. Remember when it used to be in the garage? Or,
Right.
oh, let me tell you about Garage Talk, the story about this, this, and that. And I don't know, it's just a cool thing to like look back on, and honestly, just to pretty much reminisce. If I could use any fancy vocabulary.
Reminisce. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
reminisce is nice.
And I think it'll keep us going forward, because especially to know where we started and where we're at the time in the future is going to keep us moving forward. Just to know that there's much more
It's gonna keep
to
us
attain.
Humble. Keep us
Exactly.
humble, homie. That's good. You're willing words of wisdom already, Rudy.
There it is.
That's why you're
Yeah.
here, brother. We can't.
Wow. Man, this Garage Talk's doing something already.
Yeah. I think we could probably talk a lot about the vision moving forward.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to, because I know that it has to do partially with something that you've always wanted to do.
Right.
And I know that you just want to take us along with that journey.
Why don't you tell us what that is,
Yeah,
Rudy?
but I don't know, kind of elaborate. I know you could say it a little better.
The overall vision, I would say, is that we get our own building, we get our own, just facilities,
Yeah.
and just to run a radio station out of. It starts off as a podcast, but a radio station would be, I want to say, the ideal goal, just to reach more people and just to be in contact with that many more. And even just having a center for youth to just come and just hang out, get tutored, skate. Who knows what that center is going to involve, but it's all about reaching the youth and letting them know that there's more stuff out there that they could just reach.
Yeah.
The questions that we want you guys to ask, we want them to feel free to ask us as well, because some of them are not raised in the perfect environments that some of us might be. And just to be able to reach all of them, it's a perfect thing to do. So, yeah.
I think for me, one vision moving forward, or something I'm just really excited about, is the potential guests that we could interview, just people in general. Because I honestly believe that every single person has at least one great story, at least one just wild thing that makes them unique.
Yeah.
It's just the question is just whether or not they can tell it in a cohesive and entertaining way. That's a whole other thing. But I honestly do think that pretty much everyone just has something great to share.
Yeah, that's another cool thing that I feel like we're going to open the door to is to be able to give, I mean, they can be in our life as well, but just people like a platform and a voice just to be able to talk and get it out there. Yeah, because everybody's voice matters, and we live in a generation where it's like everybody has a certain opinion, whether if you side with one or the other. But to be honest with you, that's not the most important thing. It's just being able to be vocal and just start dialogue and just really talk about everything.
I think that's probably the most important. It's just being able to talk things over.
Just being able to talk.
Instead of just like sticking with your one opinion and being like, well, I believe in this.
Yeah.
That's always how it's going to be.
That's true. And you know what else we're going to do too is, especially nowadays, everyone's, stuck on their phones and on the computers, and they're used to just talking and texting.
Yep.
And what we want to bring back is everyone's voices. Just so we're speaking it out now, asking questions, and we're on the other side answering them. Where sometimes the only answers you get is a text, is words on the screen.
Yeah.
But through this, podcast, so to say, it's going to be just words, out loud. And
I think it's good to remember. Like, a lot of people, I think, need to remember that everyone's human. I think, sort of going what you were saying about how like everyone's their phone's crap. I think people have forgotten like that the people that we interact with online are humans. Like, they have their own lives, their own backgrounds, their own everything. But it sort of gets lost in the fact that there's like, there's something blocking that. Or it's hard to realize that the other side
it's like that communication barrier.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get all, technology is bad, because I really don't think that technology is bad. But, phones, I feel like, Twitter and all this crap, it really does. I think it makes a lot of people, like, not realize that everyone's human.
Yeah.
If you want to hit us up.
Just to chance to give everybody a voice. A lot of people are asking me like, "Oh, can I be on the podcast? Can I do this?" And it's like, how does it even started yet? So to be honest with you, the support and just the love in general of a bunch of people in my life that we know, it's awesome. I really appreciate it. And I mean, all in time, we're going to be able to have guests on here and people on here that are going to be really interested in just being able to be a part of it as well. So I feel like we just got to discuss and figure out certain themes, certain topics on what we're going to discuss and who would be best fit to be in a seat here.
Right.
We don't want to treat it like, oh, no, you're not part of the club. Like, you can't be on Garage Talk. It's more of a deal where we just want to be able to work everything out and start it off, in a good way. And I don't know. I just want to go with the flow. I want to go with the rhythm of just what we start and not be so focused on probably just having a structure. Because I know that could be one of the most intimidating things is trying to start something new like this and being able to be so stuck on focusing on either other podcasts that we watch personally or figuring out where we fit in it. That's why I was like, I don't want to have a label.
Right,
I don't want to have
right.
anything specific that we talk about. I don't want to have anything that, that we just fit in that box. So, yeah.
That's good, Carlos, man. You guys are speaking real words of wisdom, man. I feel enlightened right now. This truly is an experience.
I try.
It's good to hear.
So, yeah, Carlos, where can people hit you up if they want to get into contact with you?
I mean, pretty much social media is the biggest thing that I feel like a lot of people have nowadays, just because it's super instant. It's on everybody's phone. Speaking of Instagram, so pretty much Instagram is going to be probably the number one place where people can hit up either you, me, or Rudy in terms of telling us topics that they want to hear, telling us who they want on the podcast. They can even suggest that. I mean, as far as I'm concerned in the future, and as we grow, we can try to contact and hit up several different people. And, just social media in general is probably the best way to hit us up.
What is your social media plug? You got to plug yourself, man.
It'll be plugged. As far as posting this on YouTube, because we have it in video format and also on the audio, we'll have all of our Instagrams. As far as you have a Twitter, right? Twitter? You're about Twitter. I'm not about Twitter. I think Twitter's annoying.
I think Twitter is amazing, man. You get all the great stuff on there, homie. Dude, yeah.
Maybe I'll be on it. But as far as all that social media stuff and where to reach us, I mean, it'll be linked below. It'll be down below. It won't be it won't be difficult to reach us. That's all I'm saying. It's like it's going to be accessible easily. I'm not going to be giving you guys my phone number and all that, of course. As far as email is concerned, that's probably more of like us reaching out to people in the future that are more like business or right. Just having an email that looks so much more professional in terms of reaching people.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So having the email is nice. But yeah, it'll be linked in all of our YouTube, pretty much the whole SoundCloud profile. And as far as when we're going to be uploading and posting all that stuff, I know I've said that, but it'll be like on my Instagram story. I don't know, maybe we'll post about it at times. But I mean, for me, mainly it's just Instagram story. Instagram story is where I'd be posting most of the stuff, and a lot of people helping for the font design, the design of the logo, giving out suggestions. I mean, I just want it to be fan-based.
Exactly. And that's, especially going off of that, is this is the beginning of our walk too. This is the beginning of our process, and it's just bear with us. Sometimes I know a lot of people have their opinions, and we're going to listen to all of them. But then again, we're just trying to come with excellence. So just like if we don't have the guest that you want, or the subject that you want to bring up, or whatever the case may be, don't get offended. We're trying to just do everything with excellence and reach it at the right time. And who knows when, but I want to say we will reach everything.
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I think what's important to remember is that a big part of us doing this is doing it for you guys, the fans. And we're not, obviously we're doing this because, if we enjoy this, but we do, most of our decisions will come with you guys in mind. So if we're talking about something that you may not particularly enjoy, please let us know, because man, we're trying to make the best freaking experience. You know what I'm saying, homie?
Yeah.
And this is a good thing to mention. I want to say it for the first episode is that Gabe He will be attending the University of North Texas.
Rip.
So in
Gabe's
the
gone.
future, when you guys see him, let's say on a video format, correct?
Yeah.
Like, just explain that.
Okay, so basically what we're gonna be doing. Thank you, Rudy. So in about a couple weeks, I will be off into Texas at college, but I will have my pretty much this whole setup that we got going on. I'm gonna have my own like form of it.
Yeah.
Much smaller. I will be recording myself so that whenever I speak, I'll basically show myself so you guys can. And I will be talking to you guys in real time. We'll be like on some sort of platform where I can talk to you guys and y'all can hear me and all that good stuff. I mean, I'm pretty much gonna be here without actually physically being in the room, but I'm still gonna be here, homies. Just thought I would be here while I still can be.
Totally off subject, but when are you gonna cut your hair?
Homie, this is my freaking look, man. This is what makes me stand out, homie.
You're
Bro,
gonna
without
stand
this
out.
hair, I'm nothing.
You're gonna stand out in Texas for sure.
They're gonna be like, "Who's this
Yeah,
guy?"
dude, I'm already gonna
boy.
stand out because I'm gonna be freaking brown as hell. But
There's a good amount of, brown people out there for sure, but it's
Brown
freaking
people.
hot out there.
Thank
Everybody's
you,
gonna be
Carlos.
tan.
Thank you,
yeah,
Carlos, for
brown
that.
people.
no, I mean, I'm excited for that journey.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. We're gonna have you like sort of like on a FaceTime or
Something like
some
that.
sort of
not,
Skype.
not FaceTime, not FaceTime, but yes.
not FaceTime.
No, FaceTime is, dude. Nothing good goes on in FaceTime. The only thing FaceTime is used for is sucking into it right now, homie.
What
Bro,
the
FaceTime,
heck?
bro,
This guy.
guys, let me, bro, FaceTime and Snapchat, man.
Hey,
Nothing,
this
nothing
guy.
good goes on
This
Snapchat or FaceTime,
guy.
homies. Let me tell you right now. Okay, maybe we'll save that for another time.
Yeah,
but-
that's definitely a
But
different.
that's
subject
my
for a
advice for
different
you
time.
guys is always stay off Snapchat and Instagram. Someone hits you up for their snap, be like, no, homie, I'm
What
not
if-
down for that. You're just gonna message at 2 a.m. saying, hey, you up?
This
That's it.
guy.
What if they don't have a way to text you?
What do you mean?
What if a
Bro.
person doesn't have a way to text
Yeah.
you?
What if it's like
Bro,
family?
if all they have is Snapchat, then I don't trust them.
Wow.
If
Okay,
all
to
you-
our audience, he's just
Gabe's a little different.
maybe the beanie's on a little too tight.
No, listen,
Maybe just,
homies. No. I mean, do you guys have a Snapchat?
Of course, I have Snapchat. I mean,
I thought you didn't. That's what I was saying.
dude, I've had it since a long time.
Wow.
Whoa, I
He's
get what
getting
you
violent.
mean.
He's getting violent.
I get what you mean, though.
Snapchat is only for tea, for drama, for all that stuff, and nudes. That's literally all Snapchat is for.
This
Man. Snapchat only breeds like nastiness, man. Don't go on Snapchat.
Nastiness.
Everybody who's like a snake goes on Snapchat.
We're trying to game people. We're not trying to.
Yeah, we're not trying to be
It's like-
telling people
It's like
you
half
don't
the
need
people
Snap.
that are gonna listen are
Um,
probably gonna.
They
have
gotta
Snapchat.
snap.
With
Yeah.
all that being said, add me on Snapchat. It's bleaches my awa. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. I think this is pretty on subject. I watched, that To Catch Up Predator stuff. I watched my first episode of that today with Chris Hansen.
Mm.
That stuff's cool. That stuff's
Wait,
cool.
your
Bro.
first one ever?
Yeah, I've never seen it. Bro, I'm telling you guys right now, that show is too freaking much, man. The world is a scary place, man. Truly. It was good stuff, though. It was good TV. I'm surprised that they're allowed to show their faces and all that stuff. I think there's some shady stuff going on. Like
How is
legal
that?
stuff. Because, like, you're not allowed to show... Because, okay, this is my thing, right? I'm gonna go on a little rant. Here's the thing, right?
Okay.
Let's say there's a predator, right? Some dude.
Yeah.
You get freaking busted on that show. You obviously do not want people to know, like, who you are. You do not want the world. You do not want America to, like, see your face and know your name and know all this stuff, right? But on all these shows, they always have their face, their name, and a bunch of, like, details about them. And obviously, people don't just, like, lose all their, like, privacy rights because they're a criminal. I do not think that is how it works. I do not believe that you don't just become less than human because of that stuff, even though, like, obviously this is pretty bad stuff. So I think that these people pretty much are, like, given a lot less harsher punishments in order to be on TV so that they can, like, show their face and shady stuff.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Maybe they make a deal.
Exactly.
And it's not. I bet you it has to be good enough for them to agree.
Exactly. So I'm
So
telling
it's
you, man,
not
these
a-
freaking predators are being let off scot-free, homie.
Well, either way, even if they're let off scot free, after they're done with it, they're still gonna be considered,
Oh, yeah.
pedophiles or everyone on the
Sex
block's gonna
offenders.
know where they live.
Yeah,
On the
for
So
sure.
it's like you're never.
Yeah, bro. Have you ever gone to those websites where it's like all the sex offenders in your area?
Right,
Oh,
right.
there's so freaking many.
That's
And they're
creepy.
everywhere,
I don't
and
like
they're
looking
everywhere.
at that.
But then, I don't know. Well, we should. I don't think we should get into the sex offenders.
It's good to
right?
know. It's good to know if you have kids, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Definitely.
We should probably
definitely.
add that in there, just like in www. Whatever, just to,
Yeah,
Listen,
when we
homie,
get
just go on
something.
Google.
because you never know who's gonna listen, and
That's true.
it's good information. If you have kids and you live in a neighborhood, I want to know, like, hey, I don't like if they're hanging out down the street. Hey, I don't know who's down the
I
street.
don't know,
Mhm,
yeah,
yeah.
freaking said I touched a panty or whatever. Scary stuff, man.
Just edit that out.
Yeah, we'll edit that out for sure. I mean, that never happened.
Thank you guys for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, you got your. That's a good topic. I like that as well. I mean,
No,
that's
we
just
should- we should
one
bust-
example
we should
of so
bust
many
sexual
things.
predators. We should do our own stuff like that. We got the garage talk on the road, bro. We gotta step it.
Knock on the door.
Knock on the door.
Just kidding.
The website said you are our lucky guest.
Lucky guess.
Yeah, so where did you grow up
Nah.
and what did you do?
Then we should close it out.
I mean, I love how you've already gone off on like a whole other path of subjects, and
Let's talk
there's
about, all right, guys.
there's definitely so much to talk about.
All right.
As far as what we're doing, we've pretty much covered everything. There's not really that much in terms of adding on to it. For sure, the main important thing though is that we don't want to put a label on anything. We're going to be uploading every 2 weeks, preferably on a Friday, just because I think Friday, even statistically, is better to upload because most people are going to be free, either off or they could really watch the podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Or listen. I mean, listen to is nice too. Like if I know a lot of people, they drive and listen to podcasts, so that's cool too for the SoundCloud aspect. And then just the vision moving forward, we want to turn Garage Talk into like a legit studio. Pretty much have a place where we can walk in and have it as a youth center and have it where kids can get tutored, kids can get mentored. Pretty much just something that we all probably would have wished we had when we were younger, that age. Yeah, it's just going to be pretty legit in terms of that. And yeah, social media is going to be like the number one thing and the number one place to reach out to us. Let us know what to talk about, who they want on, and any suggestions, comments, whatever. It's all going to be out there. And yeah, as far as what everything entails for the future, I'm super excited. I'm super hyped for it. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.